You know, when you give someone a science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition treatment through longevity, which is the best way to do it, and through the wisdom of Dr. Wallach, which is certainly the best way to do it, it's a dose-dependent phenomenon, right? I mean, doesn't that make sense? Like someone who's 150 pounds should need more than someone who's 50 pounds? Someone who's 200 pounds should need more than someone who's 100 pounds? I mean, doesn't that just make sense? For goodness sake, we have different formulas for dog food based on the size of the dog. Well, guess what's different in the formula? How many vitamins and minerals and essential fatty acids are in there per unit dose? Because a greyhound at 200 pounds, you know, a Great Dane at 175 pounds needs quite a bit more than a little poodle or, you know, a little lap dog, a little Shih Tzu weighing in at 20 pounds does, right? Well, you know, the veterinarian, the animal food industry figured this out because of Dr. Wallach's research, by the way, 30 years ago. Well, we do the same thing with humans. And one of the most common questions that comes up is, hey, Dr. G, how do I dose this stuff with my kids? Well, we're going to do a webinar about that tomorrow night. That is the 28th, Thursday, the 28th of March, 2013, Thursday, the 28th of March, 2013. We're going to be talking about nutritional strategies for teenagers and how to dose the 90 essential nutrients for kids. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every once in a while, we throw in kind of a lighthearted webinar just so I don't lose my mind. And tomorrow night is it. It's going to be a fun webinar. It's going to be informational. And hopefully it will give you lots of information which is inside of the domain of the stuff that you didn't know you didn't know. And when you get access to stuff that you didn't know, that's when you have eureka moments. And it's my goal tomorrow night to generate as many eureka moments as I can for the listening audience about how to convince teenagers or how to enroll teenagers into taking this stuff, number one, and number two, how to dose it appropriately. Because, you know, for instance, if you went to a medical doctor or a naturopathic physician or a chiropractor or some type of health professional and you had a sinus infection, and that health professional stuck a Q-tip up your nose, took out a sample of the mucus and cultured it, which they never do anymore, but if they, let's say, you know, we're 30 years ago and they actually still do things the way that they should. So they do a culture and sensitivity, and they come back with an analysis, and they say, hey, you've got Staphylococcus aureus, and you need 30 milligrams of Cipro twice a day, 30 milligrams of the antibiotic ciprofloxacin twice a day for 7 days, 30 milligrams twice a day for 7 days. Well, okay. If you take 10 milligrams once a day instead of 30 milligrams twice a day, it's probably not going to work, right? Right. Well, does that mean the antibiotic doesn't work? No. It simply means you did not take enough. You just didn't take enough. Well, with medical nutrition, this is where the rubber hits the road, and this is the sticking point of medical nutrition. The only time that medical nutrition does not work is if you're taking really bad, hard-to-absorb recipes, number one. Number two, if you're not taking enough, you know, like you're 200 pounds and you're taking the 100-pound dose, or you're 200 pounds and you're only taking the 50-pound dose. Or number three, if you're not absorbing whatever it is that you're taking. So let's say you're taking a 200-pound dose, you're 200 pounds, and you're taking a 200-pound dose of the stuff that you are expecting to support and promote the structure and function of your bones and joints because in told you have arthritis. All right. So you're 200 pounds, and you take 2 healthy bone and joint packs a month, which is exactly what the doctor ordered, 2 healthy bone and joint packs a month. You're dialing in the dosages every day, but you're eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats, oil in a bottle, fried food, well-done red meat, meat that has nitrates in it, the skins of baked potatoes, yams, and sweet potatoes, and you're washing your lunch down every afternoon with a soda pop or Perrier or sparkling water, club soda. Well, guess what? Those foods are delivering a damaging blow to your intestinal tract and your stomach and are prohibiting and inhibiting your digestive tract's ability, number one, to digest food or nutrients, because nutrients have to be digested and metabolized also and absorbed. So if you're taking the appropriate dosage, but you're eating the 10 bad foods, it's like punching holes in the bottom of a tank and then pouring water in the top, right? Punching holes in the bottom of a bottle and pouring water in the top. It's going to leak right out the bottom before it gets into the body. So this is why we advocate two things. Number one, well, three things, really. Number one, you have to get the right recipes, and Longevity has that dialed in for you. Longevity has the best recipes I've ever seen, number one. Number two, you have to take enough of the right stuff appropriate for your body weight, right? So if it's a bone and joint problem, you need the healthy bone and joint pack, not the healthy blood sugar pack. If it's a blood sugar issue, you need the healthy blood sugar pack, not the healthy start pack. So you got to take the right stuff appropriate for your body weight, and you have to eliminate the 10 bad foods. If you do these things, eliminate the 10 bad foods and take the nutritional supplements appropriate for your body weight, then it's only a matter of time until things roll around in your direction, and that's a beautiful thing.